can't think of the word right now, but one of my most, I guess, biggest treks
Extraneous, like.
where I met my threshold
Yeah. Okay, there you go.
was leaving Christina Lake. Christina Lake is another great place. If you have to go to Christina Lake.
That's in BC too, right?
It's absolutely epic.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. It's the warmest. It's very deep,
Yeah.
but it's the warmest freshwater lake in BC.
Really?
It
Is it
is-
like crystal clear too?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. Like we're talking emerald,
Yeah.
right? Emerald green.
Yeah.
So I left Christina Lake. First day of the heat wave. It was like 40 degrees by like 9 or 10 o'clock in the morning. And I was climbing a summit. It's called the Paulson Pass.
Yeah.
And I made it to the top at the end of the day. But, I mean,
This is all with a cart too, right?
yeah, my cart is about 80 pounds.
Oh, that's pretty okay.
So-
Still 80 pounds.
I'm pushing 80 pounds straight up.
Yeah.
I hallucinated. It was a really bad day,
I imagine.
but
I
I
can
made
only
it.
imagine, yeah.
But I made it.
Yeah.
It was all mental. But no, I went there, and then so I waited, and then I worked. It's funny because that's why I laughed a minute ago. I stopped in Fernie
Okay.
for 2 months.
Oh yeah.
I worked there for 2 months, and helping. I found a guy who found me actually, and then got some work, and I was helping build a house for 2 months,
Yeah.
and then I kept walking after that.
That seems to be the hot spot for carpentry over there. Must be like growing.
It kind of
stuff or
does, and it is growing.
something. Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't want to knock Fernie. It's beautiful,
Oh, absolutely.
super expensive.
Oh, yeah. BC itself, Fernie though,
Well,
like with
BC is expensive, but Fernie,
yeah,
being where it is,
you have access to like everything nice
it's
about BC.
so expensive.
Yeah.
It's expensive to live. Beautiful place.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, and I so then I kept going, and then I made it to Lethbridge, Alberta, and got the first little bit of snowfall, and I realized I didn't have the proper gear.
Yeah.
So-
this was when was this? July this year?
Oh no, sorry. Well, we're in July right now, so this is
Okay,
July
yeah.
last year.
July last year. Oh,
Yeah.
geez, so you've been going for a while.
A little bit. So, so anyways, I made it to Lethbridge, and so then I stopped for the winter. Through my social media, I found a job and a place to stay.
Yeah.
So I stayed there all winter. It was at a greenhouse with living accommodations. So I lived with 84 Mexicans and 21 Filipinos
Oh yeah.
all winter.
That's deadly.
Right?
Mhm.
So I did that, and then I've been walking since April 29th of this year
Holy-
from Lethbridge.
That's a decent trot. That's what, May, June, July. That's 3 months.
Yeah,
Well, just 2 months. Well,
Yeah.
barely 3. Yeah.
but then, even then, like I found family in Saskatchewan. I stayed there for a week. I had a heat wave in Oak Lake.
Yeah.
Oak Lake. So I stayed there for a week,
Yeah.
and Falcon Lake, which is at the Manitoba Ontario border.
Okay.
I stayed there for a week.
There's not a whole lot to see in those 2 provinces either way, is that right? Like,
It all depends on how you look at it.
Yeah.
I'm walking.
Yeah.
I'm not
Exactly.
driving 120.
Yeah, you're seeing a lot.
So I
Lots
see a
of-
lot. And it's funny that you say that, because a lot of everybody's like, oh, the prairies. It's so flat and there's nothing.
Yeah.
But when you're walking 6-7 kilometers an hour,
Yeah.
there's actually a lot of structure.
Yeah.
It's very beautiful province.
Oh, it is. I'm going to the.
All of them.
You've been to heard of the Great Sandhills?
Yes, I have.
Yeah, that's my next stop after here, realistically. Like I'm not planning on stopping anywhere else, but
Yeah.
if I see something, I'll stop. But you see everything,
I do.
and you could take like however long you wanted to just
And
stop.
that's exactly what I did.
Yeah,
So I have grown to a different model in my life. And if you really think about it, it makes sense. So, and you're a young guy, so being young, understand technology, there is still, at this day and age in our life, there's nothing we can do about yesterday.
no,
Yesterday is yesterday. It already happened.
yeah,
We can dwell on it. We can get excited about it. But what happened, happened, right? It's behind us.
exactly.
Tomorrow, and I live this every day. I can plan out what I want to do tomorrow morning, which I am.
Yeah.
So tomorrow morning, I'm gonna wake up and go get my supplies at the grocery store, and then I'm gonna walk and keep going.
Yeah,
I don't know who I'm gonna meet,
what you're gonna see.
what I'm gonna see, where I'm gonna be.
Yeah,
I don't know. I can only plan that. So my thing is to you is I really do, and I've never understood this from anybody in my whole life until me living this.
yeah,
I live in the moment. I really do.
yeah.
It's-
Well, you have no choice. You like live in the elements.
That's
Everything's
right.
upon your like footsteps. Like
That's
legit.
right.
There's no door. It's not at your door. It's like in front of you all the time.
Well, my door is exactly what's ever in front of me.
Yeah.
From meeting you two, or whoever else I'm gonna meet tonight, or who I met today, you just have to live in the moment.
Exactly.
And it took me all my life to figure that out.
Yeah.
I will never, ever, ever subject myself to what I've done my whole life. And, you know, I've done a lot of great stuff. I know I'm a good worker and everything, but I've done stuff for everybody, and I've never done anything for myself. So, this
Well,
is,
this comes back to the life vest thing.
yeah, absolutely.
Put on your life vest first.
Yeah, this is my life vest. Mind you, it's a 6,000 kilometer life vest,
the
but
world's longest life vest.
yeah, but I mean, sometimes that's what we have to do.
Yeah.
So that's why I was saying to you earlier, when I hear you say that, oh, I talked to a couple of people and they're in their 20s and they're thinking that they're doing the right thing, absolutely,
Yeah.
right? Like, live in the moment.
Yeah.
It's just, that's all we can do.
Yeah. Assort the ever never-ending hums of the interstate and highways around your city. Lately,
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
That's
don't
a-
need that.
That's one thing is like being, because I think a lot of us, the kids my age, have gone into the, like, have embraced the rat race, whatever, like, branch you, how do you say it? I've had a long day, but you've had a long day.
Yeah.
Like, there's so many different pathways you can take to find, like, success, you know, like fulfillment or whatever it is. And I feel like a lot of kids, especially in like metropolitan areas,
Yes.
have tried like most of these things, like trades, the offices, service, like school, academia, all that stuff. And I feel like a lot of people now are just like, I need a break. I don't even know what I've been doing for like how
Right.
long, right? And those two guys were just like, yeah, you know, I'm just chill now. Like before this, I didn't like the other guy, the guy I met first, coming
Yeah.
back from BC, was just like content with how he's living life. He's like, yeah, I'll get back to the other shit later. I'm
Yeah.
just gonna do this until eventually I'm like, all right, I gotta, you know, get a house or something.
Yeah, absolutely.
And this other guy just left his apartment and his job for 5 years, and fucking four or 5 years, and just like, is like, I don't know if I'm doing the right thing, but something's telling me I gotta go.
Yeah.
You know? And
It
that's
is the right thing.
It's bizarre. He's like, I'm
And-
gonna go pick cherries, and he had like about 100K salary a year. He's like, I'm gonna go pick cherries for the cherry season.
But that's just it. Like I said, success is not what you have, it's how you feel,
Yeah.
right?
And like a
And
lot of people aren't fulfilled.
if you can wake up every morning with a smile on your face, then you're doing the right thing.
Yeah.
And you know, I mean, yes, we need people to go into the big buildings and drive down to the big cities to make the world go round. Of course, we need those people,
Yeah.
but I'm not going to be one of them anymore.
No.
And like I say, this is the happiest and most focused and most content that I've ever been with myself my whole life
Oh yeah.
doing this.
No, that sounds pretty cool.
And don't get me wrong, like I gave up a lot,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, 'cause you're saying like you left like your kids and everything.
they doubled everything, and my kids are still there. My job, they were pissed. Everybody was upset, but at the end of the day, like I actually gained more respect for my kids by doing what I'm doing.
Yeah.
My old boss, coincidentally enough, we texted today.
Yeah.
My mom was very upset with me. She didn't understand.
Yeah.
But now that I've already gone through what I have, like they do, they understand what I'm trying to do. It's not like I'm not trying to prove anything to anybody. I'm not trying to be a Superman or a superhero.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to prove it to myself to calm down.
Yeah,
Right?
exactly.
It's too much.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, she's there's enough talking, right? Like, it's just enjoy life,
Yeah.
and I mean, like I say, I can't live like this forever. I'll have to get back into society.
Yeah. But you'll have this like, what do you call it? Appreciation for things.
Oh, absolutely. And as a matter of fact, I can take it steps further. I'm not going to walk into society. Society is going to have to actually come back into my life
Yeah.
because I have a different mandate now.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna to be that person anymore. I'm not gonna bend over backwards. Like the sacrifices that I've done over the years, it's not even worth it.
Yeah.
Like, what did I get out of it?
No, exactly.
Nothing. You know what I got out of it? Getting rid of everything. I walked across the country.
It's so weird because like a decade ago, like maybe even 3 years ago, this would be insane.
Right?
But now there's like Grammy-nominated movies about like nomads and like stuff like that. And I don't even know if nomad's the right word because all these people are doing is trying to figure out like what they've been doing for the last like.
So you
So
know, it's
many-
funny that you say that.
Yeah.
I started this a year ago. Since then, I've met some people out in the road,
Yeah.
and some of them have heard of me, and some of them not. But I just see a lot more people, like you say, like just
Wandering.
wandering,
across the globe.
or just being outside,
Yeah.
right? Like just
I
like
feel
get
like
outside.
I feel like COVID, if there's one good thing, like a lot of bad things happen, but if there's one good thing that came out of it, a lot of people were like, all right, this is the first time everyone had to stop doing what they were doing. And a lot of people were like, what the fuck have I been doing?
Right?
You know? And like, I know a lot of people like in my personal life who are like, yeah, I couldn't go back to doing what I was doing before this. Like, I don't, like, they don't know what they were doing. They don't
I
know
know.
who they were.
I know.
It's fucking crazy. It's just so fascinating
It is.
of what the
It's-
world's gonna be like after this. Like,
So, what's your ultimate plan?
I'm gonna go to hopefully at least Guatemala. I want to get to Peru, but you have to get a ferry with the
Yeah.
car and stuff.
Yeah.
And then after that, either go apply back in engineering, or if there's like something else, like writing or whatever I'm like feeling.
Happy?
Yeah, whatever I'm feeling like
Content?
enlightened towards.
Yeah.
You know, sure about. Then I'll probably do that. But yeah, right now I'm just chilling.
So that's your mandate, and that's awesome. I love it.
Yeah.
The dog's cute.
She's friendly if you want to pet her.
Did I pet her?
Yeah, you can pet her. But yeah, it's weird. It's like life got really cool suddenly.
You know what I found a lot? People are like, "Oh my goodness! Like, I wish I could do what you're doing." And that's my answer every time. I'm like, "Well, of course you can.
Yeah.
Yeah, you might not want to walk across Canada like I am, but you could definitely take something that makes you happy and go and run with it, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's like it's a weird urge too. Like it's you just
It
get it.
is.
They
But
used to call
people
it
are
travel
scared.
ball,
People are scared, and that's the problem. And I understand though. Like I get the fear. Like I get the fear part of it.
but- yeah.
But they're scared.
It's a lot of social pressure too, because you're kind of becoming like a outcast. You're like not really obeying by what you're supposed to be doing, you know?
Yeah, it,
yeah.
it kind of is. But at the same time, you, you meet people along the way, and you meet like-minded people and everything else, and then it's not so bad anymore.
Yeah.
But I think that's the initial part of it is just a fear. People
Yeah.
are scared to let go,
Yeah,
right?
just jump out of the door. And,
Letting go of all my stuff was the best thing I've ever did.
yeah.
In the middle of selling everything,
Yeah.
it sucked.
Oh yeah.
I'm like,
I don't think
really?
I don't think I get rid of my truck just because like that's kind of what's gotten me everywhere.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like if I need to go somewhere, like I get this urge,
Yeah.
I can just do it. You know.
But
like,
I got rid of 25 years of stuff, and I'm just like, it sucked at first, but but after it was all said and done, I'm like, wow, do I ever feel? I feel light.
yeah.
Like everything's
There's no
gone.
anchors. You know. It's like,
There's no anchors.
Yeah.
There's zero anchors.
like as long as your kids are good and like people are being taken care of, that you feel like you can take care of. Like
Yeah.
yeah. I don't got anybody I need to take care of right now. I mean, I got like my family in Newfoundland, but they're fine. They're older than me, so I'm pretty sure they handle themselves.
So we're in Newfoundland.
Most of my family's in St. John's.
Yeah.
My mom just moved to this place called Whitburn. It's like the first inland farming town in
Yeah.
Newfoundland. Failed farm,
Yeah.
but awesome place to live. Especially with this working from home stuff, because you can just do whatever now.
Where's your accent?
My accent, it comes when I'm like around people from the East Coast.
Yeah.
You know, like,
I know,
and
me
if I
too.
start drinking, like,
Yes,
if I get, like,
me too.
If I get inebriated, it comes out, and I'm like, everything has an apostrophe S at the end of it, and A's are a little bit lighter, you know.
I say that. I met a girl, her name is Jen, and she's driving from Courtney to Newfoundland. The same kind of journey, but she's driving.
Yeah.
And she's like, well, where's your accent? And I'm like, well, first of all, I'm from Nova Scotia.
Yeah. Nova Scotians have a much more tame accent.
Yeah, it's a little bit. But I said to her, I mean, a lot of my family is actually from Newfoundland.
Yeah.
And Stevensville, actually, most of them.
Stephenville.
Yeah.
That's where she's from.
And then I'm like, get us a couple drinks. And I said, I guarantee you won't even understand a word we're saying.
No, it's crazy. There's a town I found this spring, and everything. There's no his or hers. It's she's and she's and he's. Like that's
She's and he's.
go over to she's, right? And you'll find he's car over there, and that's where I'm like, this is crazy. How many dialects are
I love it.
there?
I do. I love it. And I have a lot of friends. I have family that's all from Newfoundland. And I mean, my whole life is all Maritimes, right?
Yeah.
So it's a lot of fun.
Come on, Puppy. Come here. Up. Oh, she's been down there for a bit.
Are you just enjoying the cold water?
Yeah, it was a good conversation. I'm just gonna turn the camera off now. I'm still
Yeah,
gonna
no,
pull up.
absolutely. This is great.
Oh, yeah. That's pretty deadly.
Hey guys, just woke up. It's 5:53 in the AM, and all I want to do this morning is watch the season finale of Loki. So I'm gonna go find a a bit of Wi-Fi, and I'm gonna watch fucking Loki. That's what's up. Well, I'm about 10 minutes outside of Kenora right now, and I'm really thinking I might spend the whole day here. Just take Lucy out for a walk, watch Loki, you know, and then stop at one of the many beaches that are here, because it's one of my favorite places in the whole country, and I have to say, I have no connection to it at all. There's like, I don't know a single person in Kenora. I don't know like where things are. I just came through here last time and I really fucked with it, so that's what's up. Not to ruin an entire cinematic shot, but my favorite thing about the COVID-19 patch update was the new ray tracing. It's just incredible. Like every shadow is casted like with such acuity, and it's generated like seamlessly. Like there's no loading or popping in and out. Everything just is as it is. It's almost like real life. It's fucking crazy. So I have realized that there are no tunnels. And I'm pretty sure it's because some people call channels tunnels, like the channels that run between, the channels of water that run between like different bodies of mass. Some people call them tunnels. And that is why it's called Tunnel Island Trail, Island Tunnel Trail, whatever. Yes, I think we've seen everything that there is to see on the trail. There's a lot of dense woods this way. There's a path that goes through the thick trees over there. But I think we're just gonna head to the harbor, grab a nice coffee, and go for a stroll. Just the conversation with Jeff yesterday. He asked about where my accent was, right? And I'm pretty sure we all have accents and we just don't really know it. But like I can switch to clear and concise English when I need to. Like if I'm in a job interview, I can speak with proper tones and pronunciation of every letter to the best of my ability. But it's just easier to talk the lazy way I like can talk, you know what I mean? Fucking long A's, stupid T's, you know what I mean? Like, it's just easier. But if you speak with clear, concise English, for some reason, the more you sound like Edward Snowden in the Snowden movie, people seem to respect you a little bit more, and they find you more attractive almost. You're like less approachable. It's a little bit more intimidating when people talk this way, but this is the professional way of speaking English, I guess. You know what I mean? So if I don't do that, I sound like me. I don't know. Does it make any sense? The whole like, where's your accent thing? It's like, it's here, right? I feel like everyone's got a bit of an accent. Like, yeah, it's probably easier to convey emotion and information when you're speaking with clear and concise English. But it's not like a level of intelligence. Like realistically, all language is you compressing a thought into code, and then you're speaking it to somebody, and then they're deciphering it and unloading what you're saying. Like kind of like a WinRAR. Like you're kind of zipping the file, and when they're listening to you, they're kind of like unzipping the folder, you know? Like, yeah, it might be a little bit easier to like understand people and convey emotion and, you know, information with like clear, concise English. But it's not like a range of intelligence. It's not like a way to rate someone's intelligence. Like, all language realistically is, you know, how you compress and decompress folders on a computer. Like when I speak to you, I have a bunch of information in my head, and I'm turning it into very basic code, English. It's the language of the code. And then you're receiving it, you're downloading it, and then unzipping it, you know what I mean? Decompressing the folder in your like mental WinRAR. And that's all language really is. Someone took time out of the day to think that this flower was necessary, you know what I mean? I think that's pretty cool. I'm gonna zoom in on that, but there is a baby deer over there. Purely violent. Look,